Hello and welcome to my channel. I've been working on a new frequently asked questions video, volume 5, and this one addresses questions and comments regarding my ham radio pursuits. It is going to be long. I am still editing it down from 94 minutes. It will be just under an hour by the time I'm done, but there are a few little snippets, questions that I think are worthy of standing on their own, including this one. Are you serious with this? Can you please go back to GTI mods? The GTI mods, those were the good old days. My channel got its start as a GTI-centric channel. It started about a year or two after I had my website going. I've been a web guy for probably 25 years, 30 years. And there came this point after getting this car that I realized, yeah, the web is nice, but if I'm really going to get the word out of what I'm doing and share my projects, I got to do it via video because people watch videos these days, don't read the web quite as much. I do still have a website. Feel free to check it out, but video is where I got to go. So many of my early videos were simply me playing catch up with the content that was already in print on my website. So it was easy for me to keep new content flowing. It would look like it was new, even though it was old. And then, you know, I don't want to fall into the same trap that I see other content creators falling into. And that would be the trap of maybe going broke because they're trying to buy content-worthy mods. I wasn't going to do that. I was going to mod the car to what I wanted, and I'm not doing this for anybody else. So I went to a point, and then I have kind of stopped. I'll get back to that in a second. And then, of course, a lot of YouTubers go through some burnout. There comes this point where I was making a video a week for about 2 years, and I just kind of felt like I was out of ideas. So I took some time off to recharge. Anyway, a lot of, say, GTI content creators, what would happen is once that mod bug is conquered, they would then trade the car in for something else and then go in a different direction. Maybe they go from a Mark 6 to a Mark 7, and then I'm in a Mark 7 here. So now that I've run through what I want to do with this Mark 7, that would be like me saying, all right, time to get rid of this car and get a Mark 8 and then start all over on something else. Maybe the channel follows that because it's still within the niche, or maybe they abandon the channel, or maybe they rebrand and do something completely different with the channel. For me, I just share what I'm doing or what I have done. And sometimes that included a few ham radio related videos, though they were a very small piece of the channel at first. Fast forward to today, and now I have a very fun GTI that I'm quite happy with. There are no more GTI mods that I want to chase, with the exception of a few ham radio mods, which total to a pretty overwhelming package. And so then, oh, whoops, there went another subscriber or two. Oh, well, I can't please everybody. Nobody can. And so my GTI content has gone into what I'm going to call caretaking mode. And what I mean by that is I'll share content when I reach certain milestones or problems. For example, I recently shared a 200,000 mile milestone and also a couple of clutch videos. I had a clutch fail, so I made a video about the clutch, the old clutch. And then because I replaced it with something else, something different, I made a video about that clutch as well. So I will always create videos when something fails or needs replacing or something significant with the car. I will always share that. On a related note, and looking to a possible day when I am no longer in a GTI, I've asked my viewers what they think about me renaming the channel. I'll call this question 1A. One respondent had this to say: are you car content or radio? Pick one. He had more to say, but basically what he was getting at was choosing a niche. GTIs alone can be a narrow niche, and a GTI with ham radio content, I might be the only one doing it, that is even more narrow. And that contributes to why only 4% of my viewers are also subscribers. Some of you have said that you're here for me, regardless of my content, and I thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So perhaps I am the niche, and I could be kind of narrow. Let's see, some of you have also suggested creating a separate channel for my ham radio content, and I'd consider that if I was a larger channel, maybe with, say, 100,000 subscribers, with the influence to direct a large number of followers to go over and check out a new channel. But I don't command that kind of influence over where people go. So discovery is very slow and difficult for new channels, and I'm still a small channel, so I'd be creating an even smaller channel and starting over, and I really don't want to do that. And then if I did do that, then this channel would just sort of die off, because I'd only share content when something breaks, which I hope to be infrequent. I think I'd rather just morph this channel's content and see where the viewership goes. I may shed a few old subscribers while at the same time acquiring new ones. There goes somebody else. I too have unsubscribed from channels that have shifted their focus. In the meantime, the GTI is still here and part of the channel. In fact, it's still featured in nearly every video, even this one. Yes, instead of a GTI that has a ham radio, I have a ham radio station that has a GTI. Regardless, I'm keeping the StealthGTI name at least until the GTI itself is gone, which I hope won't be for a few more years.